Welcome to my channel, friends. Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom, there lived a poor man. He had nothing in this world except a tiny hut, where he stayed with his wife. The king of that land was well known for his kindness, and he often helped those in need. Every night, he would disguise himself and quietly wander through the streets of his kingdom to see the true condition of his people. One night, while roaming through a village, the king happened to pass by the poor man's hut. Inside, he overheard the poor man's wife say, "We don't have a single coin left to buy food. What will we do now?" The poor man gently replied, "Don't worry. Our king is a kind man. Tomorrow, I will go to him for help. With his support, we can get food and start some small work to earn a living." The next morning, the poor man went to the palace. The king immediately recognized him. He was the very same man whose conversation he had heard the previous night. Out of compassion, the king gifted him a chest filled with shining gold coins. The man returned home joyfully, and he and his wife celebrated before falling asleep with peaceful hearts. But when the sun rose the next day, they were stunned. The chest was completely empty. All the gold coins had vanished. And yet, strangely, the doors and windows were locked from the inside. The poor man rushed by to the king and explained everything. The king was surprised. But once again, he handed him another chest full of gold. That night, the poor couple slept happily again. But the next morning, the same mysterious thing happened. The chest was empty, even though the house was still locked from within. For the third time, the poor man went to the king and told him what had happened. The king, still compassionate, gave him yet another chest of gold coins. But this time, he decided to find out the truth himself. He followed the poor man home and hid behind a tree in the front yard, waiting in silence. At midnight, while the poor couple slept soundly, the king saw a strange, dark shadow slip into the house and then come out, carrying the chest of gold coins. Shocked, the king drew his sword and shouted, "Who are you? And why are you stealing this poor man's gold?" The shadow replied, "I am destiny. This man is fated to remain poor for life. It is the result of his past karma. No matter how much wealth he receives, it will always be taken away." The king, puzzled, asked, "But why? What happened in his past life that he must suffer so much?" Destiny shook its head and said, "I cannot tell you, but if you truly wish to know, travel 60 kilometers from here to a village at the foot of the mountains. There you will find the oldest man of the village. Only he can tell you the story of Marco, the wealthy man who once lived there." With those words, the shadow disappeared, taking the gold chest with it. Without delay, the king rode through the night and by morning reached the village. After asking around, he found the oldest man sitting beneath a great banyan tree. The king greeted him respectfully and said, "I have come to hear the story of Marco." The old man's eyes grew heavy with memories. "Marco, yes, I remember him well. Long ago, he was the richest man here. He lent money to farmers and the poor, but he was consumed by greed. His loans were traps designed to rob people. No farmer could ever meet his cruel conditions. One poor farmer once borrowed from Marco, Slowly, he repaid far more than he had taken, yet Marco insisted it was only the interest, claiming the principal was still unpaid. Then one year, a great drought struck. The farmer's crops failed, and he could not pay more interest. Marco seized his land, his house, and everything he owned. The farmer, broken and grief-stricken, died soon after. Years later, Marco himself fell gravely ill and died suddenly. Perhaps the weight of his bad karma had caught up with him. The king finally understood. Marco had been reborn as the poor man in his kingdom. He returned and told the poor man everything. The man listened silently, tears brimming in his eyes. From that day forward, he chose a new path. He worked as a laborer, earning through honesty. He began helping the hungry and the poor, giving whatever he could. Months later, the king once again gave him a chest of gold coins to start a business. But this time, no shadow came to take it away. And so, this story teaches us a powerful truth. Whatever we do in life will return to us. Our actions, good or bad, shape our destiny. If we plant seeds of kindness, honesty, and hard work, blessings will surely bloom. But if we choose greed, selfishness, or dishonesty, those choices will return to us as suffering. The poor man's life only changed when he chose to change his own actions. Instead of blaming fate, he began living honestly and helping others. And when his karma changed, his destiny changed too. This is the unbreakable law of karma. It never fails. So, what is fate? Fate is nothing but the fruit of our own karma. Good deeds bloom as flowers. Bad deeds grow as thorns. In the end, we all must walk through the garden we ourselves have planted. Our past may shape where we stand today, but our present actions decide where we will be tomorrow. Destiny is not written in the stars, is written by our own hands. Every single day, through the choices we make and the deeds we perform. If life is not going the way we want, we must not lose hope. At any moment, we can begin writing a new story for ourselves. When we change our karma, we change our destiny. And when we change our destiny, we create a life far greater than we ever imagined. So friends, remember this. Life always returns what we give it. No one else holds the pen to write our destiny. It rests in our own hands. Plant seeds of kindness, honesty, and hard work, and one day, you will taste the sweet fruits of your good karma. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And for more such stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video with another tale. Until then, stay blessed and take care.